Ah, that changing public was delicious. Am I right, dude? I know, right? Hell, as time's been passing by more and more, I'm starting to forget what they were like before Thorx took over. But I know just a story to help remind me what they used to be. That's right, it's IDW's first comic for MLP, The Return of Queen Chrysalis, written by Katie Cook and my favorite artist, Andy Price. Let's dive in and just see just how evil the changelings used to be. We begin with the CMC camping at Fluttershy's backyard doing what else? Trying to get their cutie marks. Thank Bahamut they finally got them.
This was a great idea. We can get our cutie marks as zoologists. Zoo what? Now we're getting them being jungle adventurers.
It belongs in a museum. Dr. Jones, sit down!
I don't think Fluttershy's backyard can be considered the jungle.
She has seals, bears, lions, and tigers, and she lives close to every forest. So yeah, I think I clarified it as a jungle. Sweetable then talks about that the study of ponies is called hippoology, which Scootaloo dismisses because they look nothing like hippos, when we then see a hippo who has Apple hair and ribbon. Hey, minor nitpick, but wouldn't it be funnier that Barilla had Scootaloo's hair since she made the comment? We then get the title for this arc, and the way the words are sized makes me think you should read it like William Shatner. The Return of Queen Chrysalis. The girls are still debating on what to do. Tupperware says that they should split up and work with different animals, and when they see that Scootaloo is taught a bear how to skate on her scooter while snapping his fingers and looking ridiculous, well, at least she got a promising career with the Russians.
I don't think I have the necessary qualifications to work with you.
Screw you, that's funny!
Things begin to take a sinister turn when Sweetwell knows that a group of animals with glowing green eyes are all staring at him, and then those animals attack the girls as the panel fades to black with them screaming, "No!" Yeah, not gonna lie, this is quite terrifying to see, or not something that would happen in MLP, or to be more exact, not depicted so terrifyingly. The next day, we get a typical shot of Ponyville, and we get to see some celebrities, like the Bluesburgers and Magnum P.I. Also, what's Philomena doing here? Celestia must be having a fit right now! But besides that, there are some townsfolk acting rather odd, having blank stares and walking rather stiff-like, and I would know that since that's how I am after my third bottle of gin.
Apple Bloom, it's time to get up! Hey Buckaroo, how was critter wrangling? Got your cutie mark yet? No.
Well, maybe you could try something else. Twilight says there's a fancy comet flying overhead in a few days. We could set up a tent in the orchard, and you can try your hoods at astronomy.
Not interested.
Can I take her place? I hear that when you wish on a flying comet, it'll come true, and I could use some magic to get that damn mirror working. AJ wondered why her sister is acting so strange, and we then cut to Rarity at her place talking to Sweetie Belle, who's also acting odd.
Was I that odd when I was her age? I don't think I was.
It's showing concern like this that tells you she's not your typical prima donna, and it reminds me where Rarity is my favorite.
Oh, that head over there needs more feathers.
Most of the time. We then jump over to Rainbow Dash and Scootaloo as she's offering her to help with a trick, but Scoots turns it down.
No, who want to hang out with me? Me!
I feel like this is a challenge. Well... We then see the girls all together, all realizing the CMC are acting strange, and they see Twilight go talk to her about this. All the while, we see more and more townsfolk acting strange.
Every pony's acting so strange today. I've been trying to plan a viewing celebration for the Secretariat Comet this week, and I can't get anyone to listen to me at all.
Dang! How awesome of a derby horse you gotta be to have a comet named after you.
What was that? I wasn't listening.
As one Brawny loves to quote, "Priorities, woman." They catch up with Fluttershy and Pinkie Pie, and Flutters tells them that Shirley has been absent and the school closed. But that's not the worst part. The cakes have an open sugar cube corner.
No! Every pony's acting so bizarre.
You know there's a guy who lives in a giant bottle of jam, right?
More and more ponies by the hour. What are the questions going on? I think we should move this conversation somewhere more private.
And we get that iconic scene from Invasions of the Body Snatchers. And I have some thoughts on this, but I'll hold off on them till later.
Quick girls, to the library!
That's your solution for everything. Treasure that time you have in there, Rainbow, because soon it won't be there. But at least you get the dope castle. Yeah, that's right, I said it. Fight me! They game book it to the library and shut the door and ask what the hell's been going on.
Wait, this feels too familiar. Every pony's acting like they've been replaced.
And we see an evil Cadence, and she obvious by now that the villains are the Changelings! Also, while I do hate repeating what others have said about this is a bit confusing from what we learned in the show, since why would the Changelings act so obvious about this? Well, the two answers I believe are 1, Ozzy for setting up the plot, and 2, to be a reference to Invasion of the Body Snappers, as proven by this guy here. AJ realized the situation, however Rainbow's a bit lost.
Oh, the wedding!
Yeah, well, I don't remember much after I had Pinkie's Tutti Frutti Sherbet Sugar Punch. It made the day a bit of a blur.
That's because I used 7 parts sugar to every part duty.
Woman, I'm fairly certain that's cocaine you're using, and can I place an order for 3 dozen, please?
Well, we need to warn Princess Celestia right away. She'll get rid of them right quick. Right. Spike, take a letter. Right.
As we see him pop out a pile of books and, damn it, why did he have to have one of the covers say to serve ponies? Yeah, I know it's a reference to an official word, but this is at feud of Spike being Twilight's slave, damn it. 3 rewrites and a spell check later. Spike, you have the patience of a saint. Spike sends a letter and immediately hacks up a response. Dear correspondent, I am unavailable due to royal emergency. Please try sending your letter again at a later time.
I was just form-lettered.
Form-lettered, a standardized letter to deal with frequently occurring matters. In short, she just got voicemailed by Celestia, and while I would be mad at the staff once again not letting the princess join the fight, the arc does give a good reason why. Both Rainbow Dash and AJ are ready to throw down with the hordes of changelings, while the rest of the main 6 try and think of another solution. And Pinky has an idea, and that idea is the ever-classic blending in and sticking out, a personal favorite of mine. Hello, fellow citizen.
First, I want you to clear your mind. Then I want you to walk like a zombie. Then I want you to, smile.
And we see her have one of the most maniacal grins that the Joker would definitely approve of.
Let's do this.
I wouldn't say you look like a changeling, more like you just got a concussion. So the gang are walking along trying to act like changeling till they see that Derpy's getting cocooned after following a trail of muffins. I knew muffins were evil.
Who wants a muffin?
We get a little funny bit as the fake Derpy doesn't seem quite right till he gets a bonk on the head and now the disguise is complete. At which point the 2 stare down at the girls and we get this weird juxtaposition as the changeling on the right looks really threatening while the one is Derpy looks more like he's trying to be scary but is as threatening as a chihuahua. They stare at the gang for a few moments but fall for the charade and fly off.
Where are they keeping all of these? This is all we've seen so far.
Do you think where they would be is big and pulsing as an eerie green glow? And we see that City Hall's been taken over and is glowing, but are you sure it's from the pods? They just might be throwing a massive rave in there. The gang bursts the front door looking ready to throw down, Pinky with her cannon and Spike doing an evil monkey impression. It's flank whooping time! As we see all the townsfolk trapped in cocoons and then the changelings come crawling out. And I really gotta hand to both Andy and Heather Brecco for this great page, with Andy using the changing webbing as panel lines and Heather's use of colors from the eerie green of the webbing to the bright red for when the changelings pop out.
Okay girls, we found them before, we can handle this.
Yes, you are right, you did fight them. But do you also remember you got overwhelmed by this as well? As more grunts swarm in, they begin to change into Pinky, and we get this confusing dialogue.
Watch out, they're taking our forms to confuse us.
Twilight, they did it before when you last fought them, so why are you having trouble now with it?
Well, this is not marriage. Ooh, this would be the best party everywhere, all by being turned into pod ponies.
I don't need to repeat myself, but Twilight's just about done with all this and proceeds to blast the out of one of the fang Pinkies that, honestly, even if it's not dead, I'm 90% sure it's close to death. Heck, Pinky's expression here proves that. Rainbow Dash is enjoying herself in this fight, and we see her kicking one of the fakes, which sends it falling on one of the pods. AJ tells her to be careful since they might injure the victims inside, but Rainbow isn't really listening and just more focused on fighting.
Rainbow, be nice. That's kind of Pinky you're hitting away.
Rainbow scolds her that she needs to learn when it's time to not be nice, when she then gets sucker punched by one of the changelings.
How dare you hit my friends? You meanie! You and your friend should go home right now! If that's okay with you.
As we see the changeling nearby run in terror, and this is a great scene and all, but it's slightly undercut for me when the only harsh word she can come up with is meanie. Heck, just comparing this to the first time she got mad at the dragon, she was way more forceful than that.
How are we supposed to tell me apart from me? Did you ever might do something I've been dying to try?
And one quick hairdo later, and we see that Pinky's new look is just Rarity's hairstyle, which makes it perfect.
Rarity, blast it! Pretend it's last year's fashion or something! Eep! Leg warmers and stirrup pants! Not in my spring line!
Yeah, sorry Rarity, but you're gonna be in for a rude awakening. And just like at the battle in Canterlot, the games begin to get overwhelmed, and Twilight says that they need to somehow take them all out at once.
Idea! Ooh, pick me! I have an idea!
And we see Pinky pull out her party can and take aim, but instead of confetti, it shoots out cake batter. Ugh, now I'm hungry.
Well, Pinky, how did you know that cake batter would get all the changelings stopped dead in their tracks? Because it's the batter for my super sticky double bubble bubblegum for gummy cake.
Duh! I'm surprised they didn't choke on this, but I think I'd like to get that recipe, as I can have some other uses for this. The gang released all the townsfolk trapped, and we see some more cameos, including... Fine. So while mostly everyone is here, they couldn't find the CMC as Rarity and AG lament. They discuss where they could look for them next when Spike seems to be choking on something. Let me help you there, Spike. And with one good smack to the back, he hacks up a green orb.
Is it from the princess? Princess, no. But a queen? Yes.
And the gang stare in shock and anger as the orb reveals the face of Queen Chrysalis. one of my least favorite villains next to Nightmare Moon. Look, I know she's popular in the community, and yes, she is threatening and has almost succeeded in later stories, but I just never saw her as a legitimate threat, more of an annoyance, really.
My, you didn't have any trouble seeing through our means at all, did you, Twilight? Clever girl. I'm sure you're all clever enough to see who's missing from your little village.
AJ already demanded to know where the girls are, and even calling her a mule.
No offense.
But Chrysalis continues to play coy with them till she presents a CMC trapped in a cocoon.
How do we know that's them? The real them? Maybe they'll help us get our cutie marks. And what, being filling that?
I love when Tweedle plays a straight man for the gang. That's them.
I have them here, in my kingdom. You want to come collect them quickly?
And we see the trio still continue to talk about what a mark in filling napping would look like, because I don't know how much longer I could put up with this. Usually, I too would get tired of this, but since it's knowing Chrysalis, then I'm okay with it.
How about 3 days? Otherwise, something bad might happen to your little friends. Something like, hey, she's about to start monologuing. I bet she reveals her entire twisted plan.
Oi, don't be stating what's always gonna happen. That's my job. Having her moment ruined, Chrysalis cuts to feet and Rainbow immediately states that this is a trap, but Twilight's wondering why 3 days, till she remembers that in 3 days is when Secretariat's comet is passing by and it would cause a magical phenomenon affecting every magical creature. And yes, this sounds exactly like Avatar: The Last Airbender.
And everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
And so, because of this phenomenon, Celestia has to protect Canterlot, but Fluttershy states that they just can't go to the Changeling Kingdom alone.
Yes, perhaps some of the royal guard can accompany us? Maybe someone with broad shoulders, a nice coiffure, an accent?
Hola, me llamo Valis, and while I'm not in the guard, nor have a coiffure, I have both the accent and broad shoulders. And this axe as well. Despite everyone knowing this is clearly a trap, both AJ and Rarity are dead set on going to rescue their sisters, but Twilight's telling them that there's so much they don't know and that they should try and call Celestia again.
Write as late as you want, there's no time to wait. Rarity and I are leaving now.
And as we see that even though Twilight's still hesitant, she still agrees to go. Fluttershy tries to back out saying that she has a lot of animals to take care of, but Pinkie says that Gummy can take care of it, which I gotta ask, how smart is this guy? From the deep introspection to the 100 special, does he have the wisdom of a sage? Twilight tells Spike to stay in town and to keep trying to contact Celestia, and that they'll leave the captured changelings who are still covering that batter, which has to be really uncomfortable when that stuff hardens. Ugh. And so the gang gather together and head out, following the directions on the orb.
I feel like Daring Do, a pony of adventure.
Oh boy, you in for a surprise, Rainbow.
Raise your hooves, you're ready for 3 exciting days of peril.
I'm going on an adventure!
Maybe if we're lucky, we'll see a ninja, or some monkeys, or monkey ninjas! Pinkie! Oh, right, if that monkey ninja was worth his bananas, we wouldn't see him.
Don't worry, she doesn't know you're there. Just keep an eye on them, and I'll give you the bananas. What? They make for great spies and are cheap to hire. Anyway, we arrive to the end of part 1 of the arc as we see the gang walk into the sunset to save the CMC. Despite some of the hangups that I've already said, this is a solid start for the arc and also shows that in the comics they can do more things that the show can't or won't do. And I can't wait to talk about how happens next time. But until then, I'm Valis and I hope you all are having a good day.